안녕하세요. 림베이시 Singapore 남자입니다. Hanyang University, where I study. It's a winter morning, and that building over there is the language school. So if you come study Korean language in Hanyang University, that's where you'll be going. That's the main building, and yeah, that's the school mascot. That's Hanyang Plaza, where everybody hang out and makan and everything. Nice looking, right? Beautiful sky today. School mascot still in Christmas mood. Okay. 오늘 주제 뭐냐면 싱가포르 사람들이 한국어를 배우는데 어떤 장점, 유리함을 가지고 있는지 자세히 이야기하도록 하겠습니다. So today's topic is I just want to talk about 3 advantages of Singaporeans when it comes to learning Korean. After 1 year of learning Korean, I found that Singaporeans, particularly Singaporean Chinese, has a strong advantage in mastering this language, and I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons right now. Now, first of all, after 1 year of studying Korean, I see most of my Western classmates, right? They always say, "Oh, I envy you guys who understand Chinese, because so many of the Korean words came from Chinese, so it's so easy for you guys to remember, and we have to memorize it so hard." And then the Chinese people will tell me, "Wow, you guys who knows English, I really envy, because like 25-30% of the current Korean vocabulary is from English. Things like homepage, hot dog, login, all these are English." So it presents a very interesting situation where if you are Chinese English bilingual, let me see, if you are like a Singaporean Chinese, you really pretty much have like over 50% of the Korean vocabulary. Sometimes I suspect even more, maybe 60 to 70% of the Korean vocabulary already in your brain. And so when it comes to these words, you really just click, and it's so easy to remember. So this makes it very easy for us Singaporeans Singaporean Chinese to learn Korean. Second point is this. Now, Korean is a language of neons. That means English speaks the brain, whereas Korean speaks the heart. What does this mean? In English, you just say things as this: "I want to eat." But in Korean, especially when you say "because I'm hungry, I want to eat," in English, in Korean there's 10 million ways to say that. There's like 15 to 20 iterations of the same "because." You can say "hakile," "mo so," "mo kite mune," "mo," all kinds of things. So there's many ways to say the same thing. Why? Because each of these carries a little different nuance to speak the heart, to express the heart in this situation. Now, the good thing about Singaporeans is that this kind of nuance language is not alien to us, because Singlish itself is a language of nuance. What do I mean? Like eat, like just this word eat. Now in Singlish it can be eat le, eat lo, eat ho, eat me. Each of this, see, on its own, the suffix has no meaning, but when you carry in a word, then it gives the word a different nuance. It carries your meaning, your heart out. So this is the same thing in Korean, where it's a language of nuance. You need to understand your heart, and so attach the feeling to the appropriate word and speak it out. And this kind of idea and concept should not be alien to a Singaporean, right? No matter if you're a Singaporean Chinese or Singaporean Malay. Which leads me to the third point, which is, as Singaporeans, we are effectively bilingual or trilingual. Okay, like if you're a Singaporean Chinese, you usually English, Chinese, and maybe one other dialect like Hokkien or what. But if you're a Singaporean Malay, English, Malay, and probably also Hokkien. Hokkien is so popular. So by being multilingual to start with, it becomes, research shows that it becomes a lot easier for you to be able to learn a new language and master a new language, versus a lot of my Western and as well as Chinese classmates, they are just monolingual, and they find it very hard to break through that barrier to learn and pick up a new language. So see, as Singaporeans, we have all these advantages in learning Korean. So what the hell are you waiting for? 그만 잊지 말고 빨리 해. 김배 있어서 안녕.